Yo, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome to a special feature-length episode of Let's Play Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Last time, the cute and deadly Meracle joined our team after we saved her from a chimera, so let's check her out. Start off with her equipment. We're going to give her the iron claws that we won from said battle. Yeah, that's a really good upgrade for her. We're also going to give her the Mana Yeti jewel that we took off of Reimi. And I want to move the attack bracelet from Bacchus to Meracle. Don't worry, we'll find something else for Bacchus soon enough. Now, I also want to give her the chain combo manual that we've been hanging on to for quite a while. And we may as well give her Fury Boost. Why not? Now for her beat settings, I'm going to keep her on Strike for now, just until she learns chain combo entry, and then we'll switch her over to Burst. And Limmel, this is where you're going to be for the rest of the game. Okay, now let's take a look at her skills. First things first, as always, I want to use her individual SP to max out chain combos. Alright, Meracle has crafting. This allows you to create accessories and other miscellaneous items via item creation. She does not get spells. She is a melee character just like Edge. She comes with Ripper Pounce, which is a multi-hitting slash attack, and the last 2 hits have a chance to stun the enemy. Once again, thanks to the legendary Zoltan for providing that information. I never knew that. And she comes with Comet Impact. This thing hits like a truck. I'm going to max this out right away. There we go. And that's it for that. And we'll go with 3 Comet Impacts. It's kind of hard to combo into because, well, you'll see. Let's go ahead and show her off a little bit. We still have a lot of enemies to kill and a lot of items to grab. Alright, we got some more aliens and some more zombies here. Alright, so her target combo actually ends with the launcher. Oh my god, game, really? Well, there's her dash attack, and you can combo into the launcher, and then if you time it right, you can also press the attack button again for even more hits. Now her close quarters attack is a drop kick that sends the enemy flying, although it's a little hard to hit them, so you gotta be careful of that. Boom! Look at that damage, 3,300. Maybe we should call her One Punch Girl. You know what, I don't want to get my damage. Yeah, I don't want to get damage there and lose my bonus board. So yeah, Meracle is another melee fighter just like Edge. She's a little fragile though. She doesn't have the HP or the defense that he does. But she is really good for damage output. Just like Reimi, she gets a lot of multi-hitting special attacks later on. Here we get a couple crafting items. Awesome. I do want to show you her blind side though. Alright, let's see. See if we can combo into that. Yeah, there we go. Falcon Punch! Whoa. You know what? We're going to use... Oh yeah, I can show you Bacchus' Irradiation skill that he learned in the last episode as well. This is a pretty good move. Oh, we have just enough. Awesome. So it's a long-range attack, and it does have a little bit of a delay, but it has a small AoE attack as well.
It's not like I was holding back, but is the
1, 2, 3, 4. Nice game, nice. And we got a level up for Mary. Awesome. One thing you can do with blindsides that I never mentioned before, but now would be a good time because the arena is pretty small, is if you blindside into the arena, it'll cancel the animation, but you still get all of the benefits of the blindside. Oh, I switched to Edge. Oh, I switched to Meracle. Yeah, she's getting beat up already. Like I said, she's a little fragile. Comet Impact just hits like a truck. It is so good for right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is actually clear out the rest of the enemies in this area, and then we'll come back to pick up all the loot. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, killed all the enemies in the area, so now let's do some looting. Now I just realized something. Our main character has short blonde hair and fights with a sword. We now have an android who fights with a gun. And we have a cat girl that fights with claws. Are we playing Star Ocean 4 or Phantasy Star 4? Well, in any event, got a couple bombs there that we'll probably never use. Ooh, a lot of healing items that we gotta discard. Let's see here. It was aquaberries, thornberries, and was it blackberries? We'll try this. There we go. I really hate that limit of 20 on items, especially when you don't have to use them too often. And here we get the Earth Ring. Alright, that's another Ring of Disintegration. Let's see, we got 2 more items in here, along with a healing point. This is a good place to do some level grinding, actually. Here we get the Alien Arc Weapon. And No Guard. That does what you think it does. It gives you the No Guard status out of rush mode. It could be a good skill, although I usually don't have room for it. We'll give that to Edge, since he's a quote-unquote tank. And as you can see here, this prevents you from being thrown off balance or interrupted when taking damage of less than 1% of your max HP. At rank 10, that becomes 10%, making it actually somewhat useful. Oh yeah, real quick, somebody asked why I don't use Shadow Needles with Phase, and the reason is because Ice Needles at rank 10 has a multiplier of 532, Shadow Needles only has 332, it only hits 8 times, and Ice Needles hits 9 times. Plus, Ice Needles has a chance of freezing the enemy for a subsequent one-shot. It's just better overall, in my opinion. Alright, just double-checking the map to make sure we got everything out of that area. And we're moving on. Gotta find Reimi. Here we get an Alien Robe. That's going to be an upgrade for Limmel. Not that she'll ever need it anymore. Yeah, I think at this point in the game, I don't ever put Limmel in my party. Oh well.
The Calnus? They must have brought it in while we were on our way here.
Their transportation technology is actually quite impressive.
Stop! Who told you to point guns at them?
Oh, hey there, Legs.
I am the chief director of this base. My name is Mila Baktine. Welcome to our planet, friends from the stars.
So you're the one in charge of this operation, then?
Yes. I hope you will forgive my subordinate's disrespect.
Huh? No, likewise.
Edge, did you hear what she said? She just called herself Baktine.
Are you...
Yes. Klaus is my husband. Or rather, he was my husband. Foolish sentimentality kept me from changing my last name.
This could be difficult.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Mary? I don't like that woman.
I don't blame you for hating me. I'm not asking you to understand, but I had no choice.
You had no choice? What do you mean by that? We fought a lot of monsters to get here. You people call them test subjects. And this girl, Meracle, she tells me you kept her locked up and that you did work on her too. You made the decisions. You had a choice.
I understand that my work here might be considered inhumane. The guilt was what pushed Klaus to leave this place. But unfortunately, I have crossed the point of no return. There is something I must protect, no matter how much shame it brings me.
And what's that? Your professional name?
Certainly not. I must protect our planet Earth. The situation on our Earth is very different from the future you hail from. Our energy is nearly depleted. In fact, it may not even last for more than a few years.
Wait a minute! You just said the future.
Despite the uniform, I am a scientist. Such a deduction is not beyond my means. Though I must admit, Miss Saionji's information was the key to making that deduction.
What have you done with Reimi? Is she safe?
I assure you I have not harmed her in any way. She seemed rather exhausted from her ordeal, so I've given her a room to rest in.
I see.
If you will allow me to continue, to solve the looming energy crisis, our world has its eyes on a certain type of energy. The most powerful force known to man. If you're from the future, I'm sure you know what that is.
The most powerful energy in 1957. Nuclear!
Exactly. But what will come of relying on an energy source that could destroy the world? That's why I'm here. I seek a safer, more complete source of energy. I research extraterrestrial technology for the sake of that ideal.
That may be, but I cannot agree with your methods.
Yes, I understand. However, for the people of Earth, and for the sake of all those yet unborn.
Wait, are you?
The world in which you come from surely must have surmounted its energy problems long ago. Indeed, I am sure the people of your time live upon their Earth in perfect harmony. The people of this Earth need extraterrestrial technology. An energy source so perfect, it brings with it no pollution.
A non-polluting energy source? What if, and I stress if, what if you had that power right now? Would this planet...
If we had that power, the planet would surely remain blue forever. That is what I and everyone else here wish for.
You're saying we could change the future?
Edge?
You're saying the Earth could stay blue, stay beautiful.
Absolutely. If you would but help us.
Supposing we can never get back to our own Earth. If we could make a better future.
Yes, a beautiful future.
All right. What do we have to do? How can we save this planet? How can we save this planet's future?
Mr. Edge, do you understand what it could mean to alter the course of the future?
History could end up changing completely. Edge, this could affect you directly.
And it's not just you. Something may happen to Miss Reimi as well.
I know. I know! But I also know what happens to Earth. My Earth. With its uninhabitable surface. That broken Earth is my home. And even if I could never go back there, this is the least I could do.
Edge.
Your ship, the Calnus, right? It's quite a wonderful vessel. I'm going to be as direct as I can. Will you allow me to analyze its control core?
Control core?
She must mean the exolithium crystal. It's true. They're an absolute necessity for the generation of mass energy.
Promise me this. You have to stop your inhumane research on extraterrestrials. If you encounter any more, you have to promise to work together with them. And most importantly, I need your word that you'll do nothing to contaminate this beautiful planet.
I wouldn't have it any other way. That is the very goal of our research.
We can trust you, right?
I like the way FaZe is looking at Edge. She's like, bruh, look at her.
Thank you very much.
Ready the equipment. We will begin experiments immediately.
Ma'am!
Please, come with me.
What's in here?
Please, feel free to relax in here, along with Miss Sionji.
Reimi. She's inside?
Come, step inside.
Milla! What did you do to her?
Huh? The room. It moved.
No way. Milla, what are you doing?
Like I said before, I have not harmed Miss Sionji in any way. All I did was calm her down a bit, and she told me so many interesting things. For instance, Mr. Maverick, I learned that you and your crew came from the future. And about your antimatter engine.
You tricked us!
That's not a very gentlemanly way to put it. If my experiments are successful, everything will be within our country's grasp. There will be no more need for inhumane research.
What?
Of course, we'll be happy to work together with those from other worlds. As their rightful rulers, we will rule them, and they will serve us. And rest assured, this planet will not be contaminated. We will no longer need to damage the Earth in order to destroy our enemies.
No. Why? That's...
That looks like very bad news.
Hey, what is that thing?
It's an antimatter reactor.
They're normally used with exolithium crystals to control pair annihilation, thus producing tremendous amounts of energy.
But that reactor is far too crude and primitive to function properly. Proper control of the pair annihilation will be impossible. An overload is inevitable.
Well, aren't we being tart? I'd appreciate it if you didn't underestimate me. I built the ultimate system together with Klaus. And we are the brightest minds of the century! Yes, and our precious son is just the same. Ah, Kevin. Our beautiful, beautiful Kevin. Mother is going to breathe new life into you now. And don't worry, I'm sure your father will join us. I can hear you. I can hear your first cry. My beautiful son.
She's insane. She's been insane. All along.
What are we to do, Mr. Edge? If the reactor overloads, it will be the end of us all.
What am I supposed to do?
But of course it's a double cross. Of course it is. Alright, so in order to advance the plot, let's go ahead and talk to some people here. Yeah, FaZe, I feel the same way. How could Edge do something so stupid?
Edge?
Reimi, thank God.
What happened? That's right. I was captured and then they...
Aw, yeah.
Reimi, no, I didn't mean to.
Edge, you perv!
KO!
So all that happened while I was out?
Even if we were able to stop the reactor, it's too late now. There's going to be a massive pair annihilation.
What's going to happen to us?
The pair annihilation will reduce this base, no, the entire planet, to nothing more than formless energy.
Isn't there anything we can do to stop it?
It's too late. We have no hands left to play.
They opened it themselves. A Pandora's box they have no hope of closing.
But it's not a box they could have opened alone. I let them open it. I gave them the key. It's all my fault!
No! Edge, you did it because you wanted to save the future!
That's no excuse at all! Look at what I've done! The Earth is going to be destroyed! It's all my fault!
Edge, this is not the time nor the place for you to be talking like that.
FaZe.
You have a duty to perform. Don't leave it unfulfilled.
You have to make a decision, Mr. Edge. Not as a guilty man, but as a captain. Our captain.
Bacchus. We have to leave this place now. We have to get the hell off this planet.
And Reimi rejoined the party. Alright. Oh hey, it's Otacon. He's alright.
I knew it. It's the sound of my ocarina. I don't hear anything. Kay? No. I know that sound. I gave it to the professor. The wall. Check it out, everyone.
Is that?
If we follow this walkway, we should be able to reach the Calnus.
Professor, where are you?
I'm here, Meracle.
Professor!
Meracle, I'm glad you're safe, and I'm happy to see you well.
Professor, you look like you've lost some weight.
Oh?
Professor?
Meracle, return to space. Return to space with your new friends.
If I'm going with you.
I can't, Meracle. It's Milla. There's something I have to tell her.
Professor? Wait! Professor!
Oh, Kevin. Klaus.
Yep, she's insane.
Professor! Professor!
Meracle, we have to go.
No! Let me go! The professor's coming! We're leaving with the professor! Meow!
We have to run. We have to go.
Oh, Kevin. Klaus?
That's enough, Milla. Please, understand. Kevin wasn't your fault. I'm sorry I left you when you were in such pain. But we both know our son wouldn't have wanted this. Let's make that boy's dream a reality. Let's work towards friendship with all extraterrestrials. And let's do it through our own abilities, not through technology beyond our means.
Yes, that sounds wonderful, Klaus. I'm sure that would make him happy.
Alright, we gotta get the hell out of here, and what I'm gonna do real quick is take care of all the mobs off screen, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. Took care of all the enemies in this area off screen, and while doing that, I did gain a couple of levels with everyone, but I'm gonna wait until after this to spend my skill points. Here we get the Foal Snaps. That is a wrist accessory that increases the money that you get after battle, and it does stack with the Scumbag Jewel. So we're going to give that to Bacchus to replace the attack bracelet. And here we get a plasma cannon. What's this thing doing on Earth in 1957? Well, anyway, that's an upgrade for Bacchus. Why do we have to go around the long way? Couldn't we just jump down? I mean, it's not that far. Plus, we have Bacchus. People can just pile on him, then he can jump down. Hey, level up for Bacchus. Alright. Alright, almost out of this place. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and give that Alien Arc weapon to Reimi before I forget. Alright, now let's get out of here before we all get turned into space dust. Sigma reference. Nice.
Meracle!
Edge...
Meracle, come on! Get over here!
I'm staying here with the professor. I don't have any other friends.
You do! We're right here!
Huh?
You have friends! Right here!
Edge.
So come on! We have to go back to space!
Professor.
Miracle!
Professor, I finally made friends. I found myself some new friends, Professor.
Damn! No good. Without an exolithium crystal, we can't escape this gravitational field with our normal engines.
No, we made it this far.
Is this the end?
Just wait a little longer, Meracle. I'm going to get you back home, to space.
But you'd be lonely if I left, wouldn't you, Professor? After all, you don't have many friends. So, here, Professor. Whenever you get lonely, you can use it to remember me, okay?
Well, then let me give you this in return.
Wow! It's such a pretty pendant!
Let it guide your way into space. One day, I'm sure it will be of use to you.
Hey, you don't think this would help, do you?
What do you expect us to do with a pendant? Wait. It can't be. Where did you get such a high density? Yes, with this we could... Edge, make preparations for warp. But we have one, an extremely high density exolithium crystal. I've never seen anything like it. Warp engines, online! We can leave on your order.
Amazing! I've never seen this kind of power!
How fascinating. I'd certainly like to study this in detail when we have time.
Thank you, Professor. Come on, let's take off! Edgy.
Calnus, engage!
Coordinates, star systems, I've cross-referenced 147 categories of data. There's no question we've returned to the time period we originally came from. We managed to make it home.
This is mere speculation, but the spatial collapse may have served to thrust us back to the time from which we came. Unfortunately, I cannot be certain. to speculate further. We extraterrestrials are one thing, but given the fact that you two Earthlings have not vanished from existence, perhaps that planet existed in a different dimension. An alternate Earth that was not your own.
That would mean...
I saw it. Just before we entered subspace, Earth twisted and disappeared in a flash of light. 4.6 billion years. After having miraculously survived for 4.6 billion years, it was annihilated in a single instant. Just like that. So simply.
A pair annihilation overload cannot be stopped. Nobody could have prevented what happened. Oh yeah? You know how it could have been prevented? If I hadn't started it in the first place!
No, Edge, that's not true! Edgy. Edge, you did your best!
Don't try to console me, damn it!
Who cares if it wasn't our Earth? It doesn't even matter. It's gone. Either way. You get it? It's all gone forever! My bad judgment pushed those people over the edge! The Earth was annihilated! Every last speck! Everything! Everything! People, children, animals, towns and houses and everything! 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 Everything!
Edgy, please stop. Stop, Kay.
I didn't go into space for this. I went for mankind's future. It's happiness. Damn it all!
Mr. Edge, the responsibility isn't yours alone. All of us were at fault here.
Yes, Bacchus is right. None of us were able to prevent this from happening. Please, Edge.
If I hadn't been there, if I hadn't handed over our technology!
Edge, if you really mean that, then what about me? I finally made some new friends. You asked me to come with you, but... Mary...
Destiny by sinner sought, tragedy by power wrought.